He throws the bubbles just as much, but he really wants to sell you on you better commit because he's trying to RPO these dudes. Okay. I think Cameron does a very good job of teaching this the back pedal to the sideline. So, you may sell one step downfield and then we're just backpedaling to the sideline because I need to get out here around my blocker. Okay.
Yeah.
One, we're going to own the sideline. So we all know we're going to get our eyes to the outside. I need to give my blocker a chance. So when we get this press action like this, this could have just as easily been a hitch or whatever. But yeah, we want to get out there and let that blocker become useful. And so that's exactly what you're seeing here is kind of that back pedal. And you'll see it throughout.
Yeah.
A lot of those guys are using that back pedal motion. Have we got back? All right, so here we go again. Just once again, tags. So we've got a trips right. We've bunched up a couple people, and then we put a tag over here to make the third one bunched up. So once again, this is one formation to us with a bunch of tags added on. So the kids aren't learning a bunch of chaos, but we're really just doing it just so we can run our GT counter. And now we're going to put that superstar back that everyone's having to key, put him out there. You have to commit. Look at all these kids running. They absolutely have to commit to number one, go into space with a heck of a lot of blockers, right? That's something they cannot ignore. And that's fine. We're just going to go right back to the backside. Once again, a little bit better vision here. He probably bounces this and scores. But after I've told him do not bounce the kick 1,000 times, he's not going outside of that tackle or that guard. So, we're always working on his vision. But there you go. So same thing. We just get a lot of people committed going the other way and trying to make them wrong. Getting right back into here we go with an empty check, right? So once again, tagging it up where we can get trips left, tag our back out here to be a slot player and turn and go. And I think
now,
he does get him a score.
If there's no back in the backfield, do you have to tag the Q to run it now, right?
Nah, being rules based, he knows if it's a run play call, then there's not a guy there to hand it to. It's me. We have, like I said, we can tag it. We have 3 or 4 different tags on different meshes and such if he does have a back there and we still want him to tote the rock. But no, we don't. We're not worried about tagging. He knows. All right, so here we are finally giving it to that H. So we saw this earlier. Okay, we have that full house backfield look. We're going to send him out here and bubble. Now, tendency-wise, this isn't our stud. This isn't number one. So maybe we don't draw as much attention, but he's still going out here where you're 2 over 2. So now we're going to have hats. We're going to make you commit. Could have thrown this, but it was time for our H-back to get some carries. Excuse me. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. But once again, still just running GT counter. We're not changing anything up front. The big hog mollies have ran the same play all day long. This entire clinic for 44 minutes and 23 seconds of talking football. All they've ran is GT counter right or left.
That's what they're doing the whole entire game.
That's right.
So that makes it easy for them. So they can get really good at just the gap scheme and really, become an expert at gap down backer.
That's right. And when we run some zone 2, it's we don't run it as much. We track efficiency on every play, to the left, to the right, behind certain people, leading with certain people, and we just weren't as efficient with the zone scheme this year. But we were pretty efficient with the gap scheme stuff. So same thing here, right? We're going to pull. This might be. I might have slid in. Oh, because it's tackle over again. So once again, we talked about tackle over, tackle, guard, center, guard, tight end. Okay. So now we can still just run GT